Now, I know this is going to piss some folks off. There is a whole segment of the internet that treats the Ford F-150 like a sacred cow. And I get it. I've owned them. I've worked out of them. And for decades, they were the backbone of the American job site. But we have to be honest. Something has shifted in Dearborn over the last 5 years. Between 2020 and 2026, we've seen a record-breaking wave of recalls and service bulletins. It would make a 1970s Yugo look like a Toyota Land Cruiser. We're talking about trucks that cost $70, $80, even $100,000. Yet they're hitting the salvage lots before their first set of tires go bald. Today I'm putting Built Ford Tough under the microscope. We're breaking down the top 5 catastrophic failures that are turning these trucks into high-interest debt traps. If you're combing the used lots for a deal on a 2021, or if you're sitting in a dealership right now looking at a shiny 2026, you need to see this data, because once that warranty expires, you aren't just a truck owner. You're an unpaid intern for Ford's R&D department. Let's get into it.
We're starting at number 5 with the problem that sounds like a sci-fi horror movie, the Digital Cluster Blackout. In September 2025, Ford issued a massive recall affecting over 355,000 F-Series trucks. Imagine you're hauling a 10,000-pound trailer down a 6% grade at 70 miles per hour, and suddenly, pitch black. You lose your speedometer, you lose your fuel gauge, you lose your engine temperature and your safety telltales. You are essentially flying blind in a 3-ton missile. This isn't just a glitch. This is a failure of the basic communication protocol between the truck's gateway and the instrument cluster. For the 2024 through 2026 models, Ford says a software update should fix it. But here's the highwayman reality check. If that hardware is fried, or if that update doesn't take, an out-of-warranty cluster replacement is going to set you back $1,500 to $2,200. And in the used market, a truck with a history of electrical gremlins is a truck that nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to touch. Next up, coming in at number 4, is the Power Boost Hybrid. Ford marketed this as the ultimate best of both worlds. The power of an EcoBoost with the efficiency of an electric motor. But for many owners, it's turned into a worst of both worlds scenario. The 2021 through 2026 Power Boost models have been plagued by auxiliary cooling system failures. When the hybrid battery or the inverter gets too hot, the truck drops into limp mode, or worse, it refuses to start entirely. We're seeing reports of "Stop Safely Now" warnings appearing on dashes of trucks with fewer than 5,000 miles. The issue really is complexity with this one. You have 2 separate cooling loops, a high-voltage junction box that has been prone to fuse blowing, as seen in the 2025 recalls, and a 12-volt battery system that drains faster than a hole in a bucket. If you're out of warranty and that lithium-ion pack fails, you're looking at a $5,000 bill. Even a simple coolant pump failure in this cramped engine bay is a $1,200 labor-heavy nightmare.
Now, before we get to the top 3, and believe me, number 1 is going to change the way you think about parking your truck, I want to take a second to talk to you directly. As many of you know, I'm launching the Highwayman as a dedicated space for this kind of investigative content. We are living in a new world where vehicles are treated like disposable software, and I'm here to help you navigate that. If you value this kind of no-fluff reporting, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button and join the crew. We've got deep dives coming up on the Silverado and the Tundra, and you won't want to miss the liquidation series where we track exactly where these total loss trucks end up. Also, if you're looking to secure your own home front while the world gets crazier, check out the link to my Patriot Supply in the description. It helps keep this channel independent so I can keep telling the truth the big manufacturers don't want you to hear. Now let's get back to the F-150's biggest mechanical sins.
Number 3 is a literal safety catastrophe. If you own a 2021 through 2025 F-150 with the Trailer Tow Max Duty package, you have a ticking time bomb in your rear end. I know. The hub bolts that hold the axle in place are fatiguing and snapping. Think about that. The very package you paid extra for to tow your heavy campers or boats is the one that's failing. When that bolt shears off, the axle can disengage. You lose drive power, sure, but the real kicker? The truck can roll away while it's in park. Now, Ford has recalled over 100,000 of these, but owners are reporting that the fix is often just a replacement of the same faulty bolt. If you're buying a used truck with a tow hitch, you better crawl under there with a flashlight. A full axle shaft replacement out of pocket is $900 per side. That's a tax you shouldn't have to pay for a manufacturing defect. Number 2 is the real elephant in the room on this video anyway. The 10R80 transmission. This is the largest issue affecting the 2021 to 2026 fleet. This transmission, co-developed with GM mind you, was supposed to be the pinnacle of efficiency. Instead, it's become a source of, quote, life-threatening shifts. That's a direct quote from the class action lawsuits. Owners are reporting whiplash-inducing shifts, gear hunting, and the dreaded death downshift, where the truck tries to drop into first gear while you're doing 70 on the interstate. Imagine your rear wheels locking up in heavy traffic because a solenoid or a software bug decided it was time to stop. The fix is often a software recalibration, TSB 22-2089, but that's usually just a band-aid on a bullet wound. If the internal CDF drum is damaged, you're looking at a $7,000 to $9,000 replacement bill. This is why you see so many 3-year-old F-150s for sale right at that 59,000 mile marker. People are dumping them before the powertrain warranty expires. Alright, finally, the number 1 reason the F-150 is a lemon risk, and it is the cam phasers. This has been a thorn in Ford's side for decades, and despite redesigning in 2021, 3.5-liter EcoBoost is still rattling like a diesel at startup. What this is really is an engine timing failure. The phasers lose their ability to lock, leading to a rattle that eventually turns into a total engine failure. This is a labor-intensive nightmare. To fix it properly, the dealer often pulls the entire front of the engine, sometimes even the cab apart. The bill? $3,500 to $4,500. And here is the highwayman's warning. If you hear that rattle for more than 2 seconds, count them, 2, at a cold start, that truck is already a total loss in the making. The repair cost is so high that on an older used model, it's nearly 20% of the vehicle's value.
So, where does that leave us? Is every F-150 a piece of junk? Well, of course not. There are plenty of guys out there with 200,000 miles on their 21s who haven't had a single issue. But in the world of data, we don't look at the lucky ones. We look at the likely ones. Because Lord knows, if it wasn't for bad luck, well, I'd have no luck at all. When you combine a 10-speed transmission that can't find a gear, an axle that snaps under load, and an engine that rattles itself to death, you aren't looking at a tough truck anymore. You're looking at a complicated, high-margin asset that the manufacturer wants you to replace every 3 years. If you're shopping the used market, do your homework. Check the VIN for those recalls, and listen to that cold start. And if you're buying new, read that warranty. Read the fine print like your life depended on it, because your bank account certainly does. I'm the highwayman. I'm going to keep digging into these numbers so you don't have to. Stay safe, keep it between the lines, and I'll see you on the next exit.